Why would I want to be in a relationship with someone and we don't have a spiritual part? I don't believe in this saying.
Well, you had it.
No, yes, I've had
You
some
had
people like
it
that.
before. You will see that if you're in a nursing school, you have to give up some things. You have to learn to separate what are your wants and what are your needs.
Yes.
What are the things that you just want to do out of leisure, or the things that you need to do because it's a must.
You find like-minded people and bring them closer. There's understanding.
And you don't have to explain.
You don't really have to explain because they are also in the same line. Yeah. I realize that yes, in as much as I have known these people for a long time, there are people that are more important to me in my personal life and in my personal journey.
I think that it's nothing when you ask, oh, how's your study? They think that is a very small thing. But for someone who is like locked in, if you will hear something like, oh, how is your study? I hope you are doing well. It will give you a sense of like drive to like do better.
Then you can imagine having a ward, having a sibling, having a partner, having a friend that their life is daily inundated with programs or schedules like this. Hello guys, this is Promise, the host of Simply Promise and You. You're welcome to my YouTube channel. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. If you have any opinions, ensure to drop them in the comment section. It promises to be informative, educative, and entertaining. Welcome guys. Welcome to a brand new episode. So if you're new to this channel, please make sure you like, you share, you subscribe, comment, and please make sure you share this thing with your friends and your family members. So it's a brand new day.
It's a brand new Sunday.
And we are nursing graduates.
We're not nursing students anymore.
But if you're new to this channel, please just let me remind you, this is Promise. LNU's current Mr. International. And this is...
I am Moriam, the current Miss #1. Current and forever #1 in the Promise.
Yes.
Why are you not agreeing?
Yes, she is. I don't need to agree. It has been written.
I'm just looking for guys, I'm just looking for a fight because it's boring when your man is like, eh.
Yeah, women, they're always looking for ways to start up a fight.
Okay, go. What should we talk about today?
No, so since we are nursing graduates, I want to talk about something that many people experience, and sometimes it can be very, very challenging. We want to talk about the relationship strain, the challenges of having a relationship as a nursing student.
We're talking not just about the romantic, but also like friendship, right? Friendship, family.
Yeah, friendship, families, everything. Like the relationship strain, like how your life as a nursing student can be very, very challenging.
Yes, okay.
And especially with your friends, your significant other, your family members, and sometimes even your classmates. So, Maria, so let's talk about this. You know, honestly, it can be very, very challenging.
A lot.
Because you are reading, you have lectures, you have classes you have to attend, you have duty.
Yes, exactly.
It's like nursing is usually, especially when you officially become a student nurse in second year after your pinning and capping, you start going for your duty, and you also be having your community health nursing.
Different types of duty.
Different types of duty, and which means your schedule has been half. Like almost every day you have something that you're really doing, and when you get to maybe third year, you have programs like enhancement. And what is enhancement?
Enhancement is like the first stage of challenging your knowledge in major nursing subjects. It is split into two, enhancement 1 and 2. So before you can go to enhancement 2, you have to pass enhancement 1. And that means that if you pass 2 of them, you will now step up to competency appraisal 1 or CA1 and 2 again. So you have to like pass both of it to like graduate, because it's like the way of the teachers, the professors, to like gauge your understanding and knowledge if you are already ready and capable to just go out there and take the board exam.
Yeah, so it tests your knowledge, like you said. I think the most challenging for me is the CA, the competency appraiser, because unlike the enhancement, for the enhancements, there's a percentage of, I think it's like 40%.
20% of
Okay.
enhancement.
Okay, 20% of enhancement. So can you explain it to her?
Okay. For enhancement, you just get like 20% enhancement of grade plus. I think it's like 70 or 80%. I think majority of it will be your subject in medical, surgical, nursing.
Yeah.
So it will be combined. So if you like, you feel like you failed one of them, you still have the chance to like get it from the other one. For example, you have a lower grade in enhancement, so that's only like 20 or 40%. So you still have the chance to like pass because of the MS. But when it comes to CA, it's a standalone subject.
Yes.
So
It's
your
independent.
grades will be only based on the test scores that you had and nothing more. Of course, attendance, but just like in academic thing, it's only about your test scores and nothing much.
So CA or competency appraiser is like ×4
Yeah.
of the expectation that you have for enhancement.
Yeah.
So this one we have to wake up early in the morning, most times, to go and write our pre-test
at 7 a.m.
7 a.m. to 8 a.m. And after the 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. pre-test, you guys will then have lecture.
Yeah. Again, till 5 p.m.
5 p.m. Yeah. And after every test, you guys will be tested. There'll be a post-test. So you can imagine when you wake up in the morning, your mind has been programmed to go and write a pre-test. And you know that you spend the rest of your day in school. And even during your free periods, you will be pressured to review for your post-test. So you can imagine these challenges that you're facing as a nursing student.
Yeah.
So, okay.
And I would like to add, like, for you, your most challenging is CA.
Yeah.
But for me, since I am a Filipino here, the most challenging for me is the assessment. Because, see, people would think that if you pass the CA, if you pass the mock boards, then if you graduated already, then you don't have to worry about anything anymore. But it's not the case for us. We have to take assessment to again gauge our knowledge if we are ready to take the board exam. So that will be like 3 parts of assessment. So if I can totally, it will be like at least 1,500 items. So can you imagine that kind of thing? And if you didn't pass it, then you cannot take the board exams. And that's the hardest part for me.
And every parent that have been sacrificing to make sure their children goes to school is waiting to hear that their child has finally been licensed.
Yes.
Because it is the most important aspect of a child's nursing journey.
Yes.
Becoming licensed, that is, it shows that you are very, very proficient in that which you have studied. So you can imagine all these things, and I'm very, very happy that we have laid a background to some of these challenges. Yeah. So then you can imagine having a ward, having a sibling, having a partner, having a friend, that their life is daily inundated with programs or schedules like this. It can be very, very, very challenging.
Yes.
So you might be thinking, oh, your friend is no longer giving you so-called time and attention if you guys are always hanging out. But this time, there is a limit. That your friend is not always going out with you. It can be very, very challenging. You might be thinking that your friend is being too egoistical, or maybe your friend wants to move on from you, or perhaps your friend must have made new friends in school and they are not really paying attention to. Sometimes it can cause a strain in your friendship with that person. So it can be very, very challenging.
So we will also talk about, like, okay, let's start with this. How do we maintain this even if we were in that kind of like pressured era of being a nursing student? How do you maintain it? Like, I mean, how did you maintain it? Your friendship with your bros there, my African men. Sometimes I will be laughing with how they are talking, because I can feel like there's some kind of tease that I can feel with them, like that feeling that they are men.
We African men. We got steam.
Yeah,
so aura.
So sometimes I would always see him talking to one or two of the guys that he really trusts. And I would like to ask you, how do you maintain it? Because for me, I would already say that you really are a good partner and you maintain your time with me. But I want to know, how did you maintain your time with your friends and even with your family members? And the other challenge that is they are in another country, so they have different time zones. So how do you manage it?
I think it's understanding. First of all, I understand my purpose here in the Philippines. I understand that the biggest reason or the primary reason why I'm here in the Philippines is to get an education. And I also understood that coming to get an education, it requires that I make certain sacrifices. But in as much as I'm required to make these sacrifices, I also understand that yes, my time might be taken away, but I still have to like make time for these people.
Yes.
Because I understand that, my life doesn't necessarily have to be nursing throughout.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to take a break.
It's not your whole world.
It's not my whole world. So when I take a break, when I get exhausted, I need people to refuel me. I need people to like re-energize me. I need some revitalization.
To feel like home.
Yes. So that's why sometimes, most times when I communicate with my family members or people that I know back home, it is more like a therapy session for me. I'll talk to them. Oh, this is what I'm going through. And we Africans, we are very, very religious.
Exactly.
Like, surely for someone like my mom will like, oh, don't worry, my son. Everything will be okay. I will pray for you.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Last night, I prayed for you.
It's very
because my mom prays every midnight.
Yeah.
Every midnight for all her children. So things like this, they give me strength to carry on. And honestly, there are some people back home too. I can't remember the last time I spoke to them. There are times I'll show her my chat with somebody. I say,
hey, it's been a long time.
The last time I spoke to these people was the year I came to this country because of how. But what I then did is like, in economics, there was something we call opportunity cost or scale of preference. Scale of preference it's more like it shows what are your needs and what are your wants. I realized that, yes, in as much as I have known these people for a long time, there are people that are more important to me in my personal life and in my personal journey. So those people that are very more important to me, what did I do? I brought them more closer.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, if there are, apart from my family, if there are people that I speak to back home, I would say on a constant or daily basis. I don't want to say daily, but constantly, usually, would be like roughly
3
people.
Yeah, I knew it.
3 people. Yeah, she's right. She got it.
I know it.
She knows it.
Yeah.
So 3 people. So these are people that knows my journey. And let me also tell you this: if you want people to also understand your journey, you should also find people that also have something related to that. And I'm not really giving them time. They understand.
Yeah, because so they are also going through it.
But then if you have people that are not in line, that are, I don't want to use the word lazy, people that are not constantly engaged in their professional or
not challenged every day.
Are not challenged every day. They might see it that you are trying to show off, or you are trying to make them feel like you are better than them,
or that they can't reach you anymore.
Yeah, or you can't. But then when you find like-minded people and bring them closer, there's understanding,
and you don't have to explain.
You don't really have to explain because they are also in the same line. Yeah, but if I have friends that are not really engaged, they're like, "Oh, you're not giving me time. Why?" I think that's what you have to do, because of nursing school can be very, very challenging. So find people that are more closer to you, people that are anxiously engaged in improving their own lives.
Yeah, I think for me also, I have friends that are in bigger cities. I have a friend in Baguio City. She's already graduating. She passed the mock boards for engineering students in St. Louis University. I feel like one of the things that I did to maintain my friendship with her is just ask her about her studies, because sometimes people might think that it's nothing when you ask, "Oh, how's your study?" They think that is a very small thing. But for someone who is like locked in, if you will hear something like, "Oh, how is your study? I hope you are doing well," it will give you a sense of like drive to like do better. And not just that, it's also a way to maintain the communication and relationship. Other than that, I think this is the hardest part for me. Maintaining time with my family. I think that's the hardest part, because I am 2 hours away from my original hometown, in which my family members are there. So every time they will be like calling me, "Oh, can you go home for this reunion and such?" Because for him, I understand he cannot just go there in his own country with just one call because it's like it's very far. But for me,
roughly 16 hours.
Yeah, but for
that
me,
was
it's
how
like,
long I flew to come here.
Yeah, but for me, it's like only 2 hours. However, if you think of it, that 2 hours of like going there and then another 2 hours of going back here, I feel like I'm too tired for it because my energy was already I've already given my energy to studying, to hospital duties, and sometimes the hospitals that are assigned to me or to us, especially the last sem, we are always together in the hospital. The hospitals that were assigned to us are very far from this city. So I feel like that's the hardest part for me, maintaining the time and relationship with my family members. I think the only one that I always talk to is my sister because my sister is also here in the city. However,
and she's also anxiously engaged, like I
yes,
said, in
yes,
something meaningful in life.
yeah.
So had even that one
sometimes
is maybe not anxiously engaged, there might be a
Yeah.
misunderstanding. This person might be like, "You're not giving me time," but because they also find themselves in the same shoes as you.
Exactly, and also with some other friends, like we were talking about it last time that I have a friend that is a coach in a football academy in Manila, and we were talking. Me and Promise were talking about this. Like I want him to meet the coach. Like he's the one giving me free tickets and such. Like we were planning about, oh babe, can we go to like watch football and some stuff like that, and this one will help us. However, you will see that if you're in a nursing school, you have to give up some things. You have to learn to separate what are your wants and what are your needs.
Yes.
What are the things that you just want to do out of leisure, or the things that you need to do because it's a must. So for those things, even if we want to go to vacations and stuff, people will say, oh, you should have a study and a life balance. Sometimes it's hard if you're studying a health related course, especially in nursing, because nursing requires an intensive knowledge and also an intensive physical presence. Especially, we are not working in just like we are not working in laboratories. We are working with people.
Real life.
We are working with
scenarios.
Patients that have problems with their health, have problems with their heart, with their kidneys and stuff that needs intensive care. So I think being a nursing student also requires strength, not just physically, but also mentally and emotionally. And that's except for problems because that's really what
Yeah.
But I'm just telling you.
We don't do emotions here.
Yeah, but yeah, that's one more thing.
We don't do emotions
in nursing
there.
school, you will learn to like just suppress it until you can get out of the hospital. Suppress it because you cannot be weak in front of patients. Now I want to ask you, how about you maintaining your, like, there are some people, and I'm not judging them because I don't know their real situation, but I want to ask you, what did you do to like maintain? I already know it, but I want you to share it to them. What do you do to maintain, like, every Sunday you will tell me, babe, let's go to church, even if you're very tired? Like, what is in your mind?
First of all, should I use the word I'm religious? Okay. For those that don't know, I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ in Latter-day Saints. And when I met her, she's a Roman Catholic. So, since I've been with her, I don't think there has been a Sunday we didn't go to church. Since I've been with her.
Perfect.
It was made possible because I myself, that was the kind of person I was. Before she came into my life, I was going to church every Sunday, right? So it became easier for me to like also want her to do the same thing with me because already I'm living that life. And she too, the church or the religion she was part of, she was also a church goer too, like me too. So because our vision aligned together, it became something that we had to do. Why is it that we have to go to church every Sunday? Because life is not physical. Exactly. Life is very, very spiritual. In as much as we have put in all our time trying to get secular knowledge every day, I realize that there's nothing more important than also being closer to your Father in heaven. Nothing drains us. We get tired, but Sunday is a day that we have to recharge ourselves and come closer to God and supplicate to our Heavenly Father, tell Him and share with Him things that we can't tell other people. And knowing that He cannot screenshot our complaints, our requests, and share it to the world. So that is how it became easier for us to do it. And that was why we are doing it. And even currently, as we're shooting this video, we just finished church.
Yeah,
so
that's why
you can't have a relationship and like sometimes I keep asking myself, why would I want to be in a relationship with someone and we don't have a spiritual part? I don't believe in this saying.
Well, you had it.
No, yes, I've had
You
some
had
people like
it
that.
before. Okay.
I don't. There are some people that when they keep saying, "Oh, I don't need to go to church to be closer to God." No, that's crazy. That's crazy. It doesn't make
or
sense.
maybe they'll say, "I'm too tired for it, and I just want rest."
It's just like saying, "Oh, I don't need to go to nursing school before I can learn the act of nursing."
Yeah.
You have to be serious with God. Go to church. See, if you're watching this video, if you're an LAU student, UPANG, or any nursing students, I know it can be very, very hard. But please bring your relationship before God. Tell your boyfriend, tell your girlfriend, hey babe, from now henceforth, we need to go to church. We need to go to mass every Sunday.
Yeah.
You should have a relationship where things like this are of vital importance.
And this the center.
It's the center. There should be, because in the hierarchy of things, there is God, there is Jesus, there's man, there's the woman, and there's the children.
And that's not to, before you guys can say anything, that's not being misogynist or something.
No.
Yeah. If you're not that religious to like understand it, it's okay to, but we're just telling you our own things.
So if you love, Jesus Christ said, if you love me, you keep my commandments. So if you love Jesus Christ, if you love God as a man, you will have to treat your wife and your children better. Yeah. So that is why I have to explain this. So nursing can be very, very difficult. Like I say, just before you go into nursing school, discuss with your partner, discuss with your family members what to expect. And because if you don't discuss things like this, you might breed or have entitled people around you that would always want you to like spend time with me, and especially if you're a foreigner and you're dating a Filipina, you know Filipinas.
Okay, wait, don't go there. I want to ask you that. Okay, since you are telling these people that Filipinos are very like, give me time, like clingy and
these people are so clingy.
Wait, I want to ask you something. How did you manage? Because me looking back at it, I would also think, how did you manage? First of all, there's a cultural difference. Second of all, we're both nursing students. We are both going through the same thing.
I know what you're trying to say.
How did you?
Next video we'll talk about it. No, we're gonna have a separate.
What do you mean?
We'll talk about that one separately.
Okay. Oh, you want ours to be special, huh?
Yeah, we'll have a special edition for that. If you guys want me to share,
you will just bully me by that. No.
If you guys want us to talk about that, please drop it in the comments
maintaining
section.
your romantic relationship while you're in a nursing school. Okay, so I guess that's it.
Yes.
If you guys want to share anything with what we have talked about, you can comment down below. You can like this video, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll make more videos that are fun and entertaining. So see you on our next vlog.
Bye.